Hey, spiritual superstars, come on in to the room. Come in and type in your 4 1s. The opening of the spirit realm. Remember to type your pound or hashtag first, then your 4 1s. The opening of the spirit realm. I am Necole Andre V. And I'm here to help you learn all about spiritual guidance, to help your awakening, to help your spiritual journey. Because we are all evolving, and it's important that you feel safe, confident, secure in your spiritual evolution. So, healing generational curses when it comes to your money. What does that look like? What is that even? How do you approach it? And what can you expect as an outcome? So first of all, let's take a deep breath in. Remember, as you come in, type your pound or hashtag and your 4 1s, the opening of the spirit realm. Let's take a deep breath in. Deep, 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 deep. Come on now, challenge your human. Deep, deep, deep. Breathe it all in, that beautiful prana, and relax. Blow it completely out. So, if you are broke, you definitely want to pay attention now, okay? And comment, ask your questions. I will come back to this live later in the day and respond. So that's one of the topics that we discuss frequently in our Sunday get-togethers, our spiritual Sundays. The link should be down below. I'll make sure it is later today. And in my private coaching sessions too. Especially now. These days are tougher than most people have experienced. And it's super important for you to move forward without guilt, because that's attached to generational curses, and without having to double back. You know, how often do you feel like you take 3 steps forward and you have to ultimately take 10 back? And it's like you're stuck wondering, are you ever going to get ahead? So here's what I've learned over my many moons of being blessed to be here on this amazing physical plane. Money is energy. And whether you see it as your current energy, your past energy, or your future energy matters. Let me explain. Very simply, look back at who raised you or who didn't raise you. Look back at your childhood. What was your relationship like about money, with money? Were you taught by someone or by life that people with money were out of your reach? Look back at comments that were made about people with money near you, because that energy sticks with us. So for example, you could very well have been walking with a family member that was going through a tough time, and a fancy car went by, or they and didn't get the answer they thought, or they just didn't have enough money, and you experienced the outcome from that. You experienced their energy. You were in their proximity enough to be on their frequency. So if you ever went to the unemployment office with a parent, if you picked up government resources, you know, we used to go get cheese. We used to get, it was all black and white back in my day. It was all black and white. So it was the boxes of cornflakes. It was powdered milk. Who else knows what I'm talking about? It was the cheese. It was hot chocolate. Fresh produce. I remember that. And so look back at those times and see what was the energy surrounding that. Was it the have and the have-nots? Was it people with money think they're better than us? What was it? Then fast forward to when you got your job, when you first started making some money. You know, I guarantee you that you'll see where your spending habits were trying to make up for the lack that you grew up with. Because now you've got the money, but you may not have the business sense. You may not have the financial sense. You may not be financially savvy yet to hold on to some and enjoy some of it. Then step number 3, how are you enjoying the money you make? Sometimes we go straight into hoarding it. You know, we don't want to touch it. Sometimes we just don't know how to enjoy it. So look at all of that. Generational curses that are financial definitely leave clues as much as success leaves clues. But you've got to be courageous enough to go back to your childhood and really want to look at that. Because once it's here, then you can decide to pivot. But if you're not willing to even look at it, how do you know what to pivot from? Does that make sense? Hit the thumbs up button if that makes sense. Because what I see is a lot of times we choose to ignore what we've experienced, and ignorance is not bliss, especially when it comes to money. Because in this physical plane, no matter where you're at in your spiritual journey, you must handle your money and your finances in a way for you to survive in this physical plane. No matter what. No matter what. If your spiritual awakening is telling you to change careers, if your spiritual awakening is telling you to start your own business, if your spiritual awakening is telling you to hold on to a savings, to start investing, whatever it is, if your spiritual awakening is telling you to start giving more, maybe tithing in a different way. You know, are you tithing by helping people out, by volunteering your time? How do you look at your money? You know? So money is not always that green. Money is not always the credit card, the debit card. Money is not always Cash App. Money is not always digital currency. Okay? So when you break it apart, Look at that. Were you taught to see money as your time? Come on now, okay? How many people have been taught that your current energy around money is your time? It's your value. It's wrapped up with your requirements, your standards. All of it. Are you trading your time for money and hating it? What energy are you putting out there? When you go to your job, right, you can see, I'm at my job, right? I'm at my job. I have a job. But when I come in here, I am happy. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm like, let's get it. You know? When I'm working one of my businesses, I'm happy. When I'm working with my clients, happy. And that energy comes back. So look back, break it apart, write it down. How were you taught money? Not, okay, well, so-and-so sat me down, or I didn't have anybody to teach me that. Take it even further. Get more detailed. Really get into it like you're looking in a bush. And you're moving past the branches. You're looking in deep down. Do that. If you need my help, I'm here. You know? I'm a coach with coaches. That's what coaches do. Coaches help you rediscover where that pivot needs to happen so that you can move forward and grab your results. You should have a much more successful, stronger outcome when you work with a coach. Always remember that. And if you don't feel respected when you're working with a coach, don't have them as a coach. That's your right. If you don't feel that connection, don't choose that coach. It's not the right connection. Choose someone else. You're not for everybody. Okay, so look at that financially now. If you're broke, if you don't have the kind of money you want right now, something has to change. And if you're a parent, something really has to change. There's fear-based energy that was wrapped up from your past. It's prior energy. It's generational. Wasn't yours to begin with because you were just a child, but you were on someone else's frequency. And you need to cut ties with that frequency. But the first step is always your courage. It's always clearing the fear. Okay? So spiritually, you've got some work to do. Comment down below. Let me know if you need that series. I'm happy to come over and do a couple more videos just on breaking generational curses with your finances, your money, so that you can move into 2023. Already 2023. Financially secure. I love y'all, spiritual superstars. Comment down below and let me know what you think. My little man decided to come on over and start doing some shorts. Oh my gosh, show him some love. Everybody, get on over to my shorts. Get on over to our shorts on Spiritual Guidance Academy and show that little man love, okay? I mean, love, pour in and love on my little man with his amazing self, okay? I love y'all. Let me know. Comment.